Oh man, what a day. But yeah, man. Yeah, I know this is the serious page, non-troll page. And I've been thinking of different ways to you know, run the page. And I was thinking, now I had an idea, to find pages that don't entertain the trolling and drama free. But then I was saying, there's trolls lurking over here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to direct the trolls to the pages that don't tolerate trolls. So I'm trying to come up with a way to go about that. But yeah, man. Besides that, this is no troll drama free zone. But we are inside the drama troll sector. So who really cares, right? Nobody cares if it ain't about the drama. But we're gonna see what we could do. You know what I'm saying? Now I took a little break from the seriousness so I can more study, you know, the drama trolling aspect of it so I can get an understanding and know what to avoid. Because when I first got into this, I didn't really understand the mechanics behind uh the scenes. So yeah. So now I understand a little bit more. And it's kind of like chess, It's kind of like you can't, get into this um thinking that people don't have strategic um ways, you know, people are not trying to infiltrate. People don't be behind the scenes, you know, plotting and planning. And I can't say it's really nothing wrong. It's really nothing wrong with that because this is entertainment, and as long as the people are entertained, except when certain lines are crossed. Now, when certain lines are crossed, it gets kind of murky. So we're gonna see how this go, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see how it go. See who we got up in here. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen. This is another dilemma I have. So, we still is a prototype. Now, if when I give y'all shout outs, you know what I'm saying? And if new people start coming along that's not with the trolling and things of that nature, we all know, even myself, we all know about the other side, you know, which we frequent the most. So it's kind of gonna be kind of tough, but we're gonna make it work. I'm not gonna be too strict. Um, it's a learning process, and we'll see how it goes. But until then, Aaron Views is in the building. Sharonda, I see you. Leggy, salute. Uh-oh. Salute. We got late night Mike P in the building. Respect the rules. That's right, Sharonda. Now you got to remember, a lot of people been doing this for a minute, so they prey on new pages. Like when a new page comes along that don't know the ins and out, you see a lot of people over there like, plotting, and sometimes they fight over the page, especially if it starts doing good and starts doing numbers, like vultures and parasites and you know what I'm saying. So me, when I first started out, a lot of people was coming, oh yeah, that I appreciate, I respect the positive things you were doing, but a lot of them was really plotting on subs, time slots, uh, uh, um, show ideas, concepts, uh, um, stories, all types of stuff. It's like you got to be real careful. And some people already, had established relationships for years on here, and you might not even know it. And throughout the years, sometimes they hate each other, sometimes they cool. So if you meet a person around a time where they not cool, you would think, this is their sworn enemy. So you gotta really be careful on this social media. The South Memphis show, salute, peace, love, smile, salute. Natasha, salute. So we're gonna see how we do this, man. I want to start. Like I said, we don't have to start putting it out there. But if you come across platforms who's trying to, stay away from the drama and the trolling and all of that, you know, uh, document, put it down, jot it down, and you know what I'm saying? We can start networking. Now, we got to be careful because some pages, they seem positive and all, but they get caught up in a. And I'm trying not to. I try not to. I know it's going to happen at first, but I try not to mention uh like pages from the drama that's caught up in drama and all that. Like I try not to talk about that, mention it, um, you know, and things of that nature. But I know it's going to happen from time to time. And listen, man, like I told you, this for me is work. Like the other stuff, I could do, I could do, I could do that real quick. I responded within 10, 15 minutes. I can break down things real quick. But when it comes to serious situations, you can't, I got to go about it differently. I got to do research. And because, for example, I did a live talking about BG just came home, but I used a video that was like a fake video. So I didn't know it was a fake video. Um, but I used the real video, but I used both of them together. You know what I'm saying? So somebody, Aaron had to tell me, and somebody in the chat told me, nah, that's a fake video. So look, I'm putting out fake news already. But I corrected it on another video. But my point is, when it comes to content, serious content and things, and you covering certain things that may affect people's lives or personal lives, you got to do your research and try not to have a biased opinion. And that sometimes that's difficult. You feel me? But yeah, salute to y'all. Appreciate the love.